मृग और मृगशिरा और मृगशीर्ष. In short, Mruga Nakshatra is a very hot nakshatra. When I say hot, I mean energetic and highly sexual by nature. Mrugashirsha falls in the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is a pleasure-seeking sign. And when in such a hot nakshatra, in such a highly sexual nakshatra, when Rahu falls, then what happens? In this podcast, you will learn about Rahu in Mrugashirsha Nakshatra and much more about Mrugashirsha Nakshatra as such. So let's begin. Mrugashira is a very sexual nakshatra. If a man or woman is born with moon in Mrugashira nakshatra and Mars is placed in the 7th house or 11th house or 12th house, then definitely the person is too much inclined towards seeking many sexual pleasures. A woman having such a placement goes through many sexual affairs, or rather many sexual adventures, and so does a man having this type of placement. Mars signify the sexual energy, and Rahu in Mars Mrugashira nakshatra anyhow makes the sexual desires more fired up than otherwise. Taurus zodiac sign individuals are anyhow more focused on seeking all kind of physical pleasures. And physical pleasures is possible when life is luxurious. Rahu in Mrugashira creates great urge for seeking a luxurious life. A girlfriend having Rahu in Mrugashira will generally not buy the story of lovers living in a hut. She just cannot imagine living in a hut. She is born to live in a palace and not in a hut. She is born to enjoy all the pleasures of human life, especially sexual pleasures. Mars is the sex energy. Venus is the pleasure that you attain through this sex energy. A highly talented and intelligent person is often found to be more sexual than otherwise. And so Rahu in Mrugashira nakshatra often gives birth to a talented, intelligent being who by default happen to be more sexual than others. The more sexual a person is, the more intelligent. With less sex energy, less intelligence exists. Sex energy or Mars is therefore not bad, provided you don't hurt others or exploit others for your sexual needs. Highly materialistic by nature, Rahu in Mrugashira fires up passion in relationship but sucks out emotions and feelings out of a relationship. In simple words, passionate sexual pleasures come their way, but in the process, the love, the feelings, the emotions are missed, simply missed. Mrugashira is a cruel nakshatra, meaning a woman or a man born with a moon in Mrugashira nakshatra will not bother to cut your throat if you come in their way or if you cheat them. They simply cannot forgive. They simply cannot let go. Rahu in Mrugashira makes matters more worse, leading to a very tragic life that is filled with many relationship breakups and romantic sagas. Because of too much sexual hunger, the native may also get trapped or dragged in sexual scandals. Reminds me of Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton has Rahu in Mrugashira Nakshatra. Although his extramarital sexual affair with Monica Lewinsky is well known, still there must be many such sexual affairs in his life that never came before the general public. An intelligent person does have more sexual energy, but Rahu is such an entity, such a dangerous shadow, that when it falls in a sexually intelligent nakshatra of Mrugashira, it simply makes you fall for many sexual temptations. And that is how you see someone as intelligent as Bill Clinton falling from grace due to many sexual affairs and scandals. On one end, this Rahu in Mrugashira helped him attain the seat of US presidency, while on the other hand, it also made him more sexual with absolutely no control on his sexual desires, which ultimately led to his downfall. Interestingly, both Bill and Hillary Clinton has a Rahu in Taurus sign, but her Rahu is in Kritika Nakshatra, whereas Bill's Rahu is in Mrugashira Nakshatra. And so you see, she never was caught in any sexual scandal. But Bill Clinton's sexual affair with Monica Lewinsky became a national or rather an international topic of discussion among the masses. Rahu in Mrugashira is indeed a sign of too much sexuality, which if the native is unable to control, then such scandals can break out. Although Bill Clinton became the most infamous president after the Monica Lewinsky scandal, still there was a time when he was the most famous president of the US and probably the most intelligent leader of those times. He was instrumental in bringing peace between Israel and Palestine. So you see, this is how Rahu in Mrugashira can be. On one end, a great leader. On the other end, a man fallen from grace due to his sexual desires. Rahu in Mrugashira is more beneficial for those natives who are born on Pisces ascendant, Sagittarius ascendant, Cancer ascendant, Taurus ascendant, Virgo ascendant, and Capricorn ascendant. Bill Clinton was born on Virgo ascendant. Virgo, anyways, is a sign that likes to flirt with opposite sex. And Bill Clinton had a Rahu in Mrugashira to add more spice to his love life. So you see, on one end you see a very good man, and on the other end you see a man defeated by his temptations. Remember, each one of us have a good and bad person within us. We all have two sides to our persona. The problem with Rahu in Mrugashira is that unlike others, these men fall quickly to their temptations than the others. Reminds me of a beautiful story. There was a young famous painter. He decided to create a truly great portrait, a lively portrait full of the joy of God, a portrait of a man whose eyes radiated eternal peace. And so he set out to find someone whose face reflected that eternal peace, that eternal light. The artist roamed from village to village, from jungle to jungle, in search of his subject, and at last he came across a shepherd with shining eyes, with a face and features that held the promise of some celestial home. One look was enough to convince him that God was present in this young man. The artist painted a portrait of the young shepherd. Millions of copies of the portrait were made and it sold far and wide. People felt great gratitude just being able to hang the picture on their walls. After a spell of some 20 years, when the artist had grown old, he decided to paint another portrait. His experience had shown him that life is not all goodness, that devil also exists in man. The idea of painting a picture of devil persisted. Were he to fulfill the project, then the two pictures would complement each other, would show the complete man. He had already done a painting of godliness. Now he wanted to portray evil incarnate. He sought a man who was not a man but a complete devil. He went to gambling dens, to bars, to madhouses. This subject had to be full of hell's fire. His face had to show all that is evil, ugly, and sadistic. After a long search, the artist finally met a prisoner in a jail. The man had committed 7 murders and had been sentenced to be hanged in a few days. Hell was evident in the man's eyes. They spouted hate. His face was the ugliest one could possibly hope to find. The artist began to paint him. When he had completed the portrait, he brought out his earlier picture, the picture of the Good Shepherd, and set it by the side of the new painting for contrast. It was difficult to assess which was better from an artistic point of view. Both were marvelous. Both were awesome. He stood staring at both of them, and then he heard a sob. Someone crying. He turned and saw the chained prisoner, and the prisoner was crying. The artist was shocked. He asked, "My friend, why are you crying? Do these pictures disturb you?" The prisoner said, "I have been trying to hide something from you all this time, but today I am lost. You obviously do not know that the first picture is also of me. Both portraits are of me. I am the same shepherd whom you met 20 years ago in the hills. I cry for my downfall in the last 20 years. I have fallen from heaven to hell, from God to devil." This is how the life of human beings is. At one point you are the good shepherd, and at the other end you also become the terrible devil. Every man swings between these two extremes. Man can attain to either of these extremes, but most people are inclined towards the infernal. Those fortunate few who aspire to the eternal, who let godliness grow in them, are rare, very rare. Nelson Mandela therefore says that I am not a saint, unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. A saint is a sinner who keeps trying. Very deep and beautiful words which only an evolved soul can understand, can relate with. Rahu in Mruga is a perfect example of a sinner who keeps trying to improve, trying to progress, trying to grow within, trying to mature as a person. Once it happened, there was a young man, and he was such a beautiful person with a golden heart. But life was too harsh on him. He lost everything. He became homeless. He was in deep pain. He had fallen from his position. The whole world had condemned him, labeled him as a loser. While walking through the forest, he came across an old man, and the old man seemed to be someone special. His aura, his smile, there was something about this old man. The young man bowed before the old man, and the old man smiled and said, I know your situation. The young man was taken aback. He realized that the old man is not just an old man. He must be a master, a divine master. The young man started crying, and the master raised him up and said, there is nothing wrong in failing or falling. In life, many times one fails, but what makes him special is when he rises every time he fails. So don't give up. I am with you. Why you fear? The young man was touched. A great energy started flowing within his being. He said, Master, I will go back and rise again. It is said that the young man went on to become the most successful man of his town. Everything is possible only if you are not willing to give up. Always remember, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Rahu in Mrugashira may and does push you to commit certain mistakes, certain misdoings to which the world calls sin. However, if Jupiter and Saturn is strong in your birth chart, then you will be able to correct your mistakes. So Rahu in Mrugashira can either help you to become wise by rising again, by correcting your mistakes, or Rahu in Mrugashira simply makes you stupid. Because if you repeat the same mistake again and again, then you simply become a stupid person. To commit mistakes is not wrong. Commit as many mistakes as possible, because that is the way you will be learning more. But don't commit the same mistake again and again and again, because that makes you stupid. During the tenure of President Donald Trump, many news of his sexual adventures were flashing in the news media, which seemed to have some substance, some truth, because Donald Trump also has Rahu in Mruga Nakshatra. Many sexual affairs, extramarital affairs, passionate sexual relationships, all of these comes naturally to a man having Rahu in Mrugashira Nakshatra. Look what Donald Trump says about his sexual adventures. He says, beautiful, famous, successful, married, I have had them all secretly. The world's biggest names, but unlike Geraldo, I don't talk about it. So here he is boasting about his sexual adventures, about his sexual relationships with various women from different positions in society. The more sexual energy, the more intelligence. Or let me put it this way, the more intelligence, the more a person is sexual. The more sexual drive he or she has, which is very natural, and there is absolutely nothing wrong about it. It is a very natural process. A highly talented person does have a good amount of intelligence as well as good amount of sexual drive. Taurus is a sign that emphasizes much on the 5 human senses. The 5 human senses are eyesight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. Since they are more physical than spiritual, they rely a lot on these 5 human senses, which are very well developed within their being. They can easily smell the danger. They can easily sense the intention of the touch. They can easily hear that which you may not hear. And they have excellent taste buds and a very good eyesight. Rahu in Mrugashira also provides the native with sixth sense. A person having sixth sense seems to have a natural ability to know about things before other people, or to know things that other people do not know. Although sex and intense desire for having sexual pleasure is a weak point of Mrugashira Nakshatra, and this weak point becomes more weak with Rahu in Mrugashira Nakshatra, still you all should remember that the most beautiful point of this placement is that the native is very intelligent person, and because of his intelligence he or she builds a successful career and eventually is recognized as a successful person in life. To become successful, you need confidence. And to gain confidence, you need to have the taste of success in your life. Confidence and success goes hand in hand. To attain success, you need to have confidence. And to attain confidence, you need to become successful. Confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence. Confidence applied properly surpasses genius. Many people lack confidence because the quality of their past karma and present karma is very poor compared to the other people. Poor means what? Poor means the native has not taken any efforts to turn inwards, to meditate, to recite the holy scriptures, to chant the Lord's holy name. Nothing he or she has done. And so it is obvious that when you don't pay attention to your self growth, you are bound to live your life with low confidence. Always remember, only that man and only that woman is worthy of living who has taken the first step towards self growth. Self growth is possible only when you start turning inwards, when you start spending quality time with yourself by chanting, by meditating every day. Daily meditation promotes self confidence, peace of mind, and strong faith in God. You need to take efforts, but people are shallow. The majority of them is shallow. They don't want to listen. They want some ready-made solution. They forget the fact that real life solutions and remedies are not ready-made. Real life solutions are not fast food. They are the real food. Food that brings self-growth. And progress in life comes with self-growth and not otherwise. There is only one corner of the universe you can be certain of improving, and that's your own self. Always remember this. Taurus is a sign that always loves to take efforts. That is one great quality of Taurus natives which is truly applaudable. And I truly appreciate Taurus for this great quality. And Rahu in Mrugashira definitely fires up this good quality of taking efforts. They always are working on themselves. Their slogan of life is, I am working on myself, for myself, by myself. There are many regional names for Mrugashira Nakshatra. However, the most beautiful regional name for Mrugashira is Atmaja. Atmaja meaning self-originated, originating from intellect. Intellect or intellectualism therefore comes in abundance to Mrugashira Nakshatra. And Rahu simply fuels in the intellect, thus making the native highly intellectual being. Atmaja is such a beautiful name. It has such a beautiful vibration to it. By chance, if you are expecting a daughter, then you can think of giving her this beautiful name, Atmaja. Taurus is not necessarily a social person. However, they like to talk, they like to move in groups, and they generally like a lot of activities. They like to learn by practical demonstrations rather than theories and long lectures. Tracking, seeking, searching, investigating, you see, all of these are activities, and Mrugashira loves all kind of such activities that include movement and action. If you have a girlfriend having Rahu in Mrugashira Nakshatra, then she would definitely like to see you expressing your love through action, through kissing, smooching, and not just by being poetic. That's too boring for them. They want action, real action. Rahu in Mrugashira likes it when the lover expresses his or her love through a kiss or a tight hug. Remember, Mrugashira, Chitra, and Dhanishta, all the three nakshatras of Mars, dwells in the Ardhi signs, that is in Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Mars is physical, and therefore Rahu Mrugashira in a pleasure seeking sign of Taurus simply fires up the carnal feelings and desires. A woman or a man born with Moon in Mrugashira or Rahu in Mrugashira will definitely do well in the society. They will earn well, they will acquire the luxuries of life, and they will usually rise in position, in status, because they are practical, aggressive, and very demanding by nature. Mrigashira is sexual, and on top of that, the deity of Mrugashira Nakshatra is Somadev, meaning the moon god. And moon is also highly sexual by nature. I have always been stating that the mind is sexual by default. It is said that all the 27 nakshatras are the wives of moon. So you can imagine how much sexual, passionate the moon is, the mind is. The ancient sages mention that Mercury's father is Moon. Moon had an affair with the wife of Jupiter, and from that passionate sexual affair, Mercury was born. It is said that Moon received a curse from Lord Ganesh because of his immoral behavior. The curse manifested in the form of eclipses, moon eclipses, Chandra Grahan. However, moon is also worshipped as a god. Moon brings nourishment. That is why moon is often related to a mother, because a mother also brings nourishment to her child. Moon is caring by nature, and a mother is also caring by nature. One who worships moon, one who recites the mantra of moon, definitely is blessed by Mrugashira Nakshatra. And one who is blessed by Mrugashira Nakshatra is blessed with all kind of pleasures. There are total 14 pleasures in this human world that Bentham, a great philosopher, has came up with. And these 14 pleasures of this human world are the pleasures of sense, the pleasures of wealth, the pleasures of skill, the pleasures of amity, the pleasures of a good name, the pleasures of power, the pleasures of pity, the pleasures of benevolence, the pleasures of malevolence, the pleasures of memory, the pleasures of imagination, the pleasures of expectation, the pleasures dependent on association, and the 14th pleasure, the pleasures of relief. A man or a woman who worships Lord Moon is blessed with all of these 14 pleasures of human life. And if you want to directly contact the boss of Lord Moon, then you must visit the great holy temple of Somnath. Somnath means the master of moon. Nath means master and moon means Soma. Somnath temple is located in the state of Gujarat. And who is the master of moon? Lord Shiva. Moon is always found on the head of Lord Shiva. It simply means that Lord Shiva has the mind under his command. And so, my fellows, if you too want to bring your mind under your command, then start worshipping the Lord of Lords, Mahadeva, Lord Shiva. Doing a Sola Somvar Vrat is highly beneficial if you want to overcome the many difficulties of your life. Sola means 16. Somvar means Monday. It means fasting on 16 Mondays and worshipping Lord Shiva by chanting his holy mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. 108 times, 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the evening using a Spatik Japamala having a diamond cut. On a general terms, I encourage all my followers, listeners, to use Spatik Japamala with diamond cut for chanting, as that is the most beneficial Japamala for a family person. Just by wearing this beautiful Japamala of crystal quartz, you will start feeling relaxed. And it is only when you relax that your health starts improving. And with good health comes good wealth. It is all interconnected. It is all linked in. The sacred tree that comes under Mrugashira Nakshatra is the $1 million tree called Ebony tree. It is called $1 million tree because the wood of this tree is one of the most valuable and expensive woods in the world. Hence, the reason behind the $1 million title. Ebony wood is valued for its rich black color, smooth texture, and aesthetic appeal. Ebony tree is called Abnus in Hindi language. Ebony wood is black and very rich in its texture. In Marathi language, it is called Kale Lakud, Shisav. If you have a Rahu in Mrugashira, or if you are born with moon in Mrugashira Nakshatra, then you should plant the ebony tree in your garden or a bonsai ebony tree in your clay pot. The more you nurture this plant, the more you will receive the blessings of Mrugashira Nakshatra. I earnestly prostrate before the nakshatra of pleasures. It is necessary that in this human life we all receive all kind of pleasures, because a man who is hungry, a starving man, a man who is starving for pleasures cannot progress to the next level, the spiritual level. One has to experience all kind of pleasures so as to proceed ahead to the higher levels of this human life. And so seeking pleasures is not bad. However, getting stuck in pleasures of this material world is wrong, as that stops you from growing spiritually. And the whole essence of my sharing is simply to motivate all my close followers to grow spiritually. Real growth Your real age is based on how many years you have spent in knowing yourself, in meditation, in chanting the name of the Lord. With my birthday coming on 15th November, I am also going to meditate on how useful my life has been for others and how much time I have spent in realizing myself. It is a question that each one of you must ask yourself too. For it is only this question that will turn you inwards. It is only this question that will help you to find the many answers that you seek in your life. Your own self realization is the greatest service you can render the world, says Bhagwan Raman Maharshi. Focus on yourself, turn inwards, and let the journey begin. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Recite the holy mantra. Meditate, chant every day. Jai Sri Ganesha, Jai Guru.